Hello everyone, Adam with Hill Vending. In today's video, I'm going to cover three things as well as any other questions that come up. Might have a couple bonus topics towards the end. How far should your vending accounts be? How far away should they be? Good question that came up. Somebody's driving 45 minutes away to fill a machine, factoring in gas. They're kind of concerned. Is that too far? We'll get into that. Coin mech settings. Question about a coin mech. This is a Conlux 5 tube. Conlux 5 tube. We're going to go into this a little bit. I'm going to break that down a little bit. Let you know what I know. We're going to go over why the state of Florida is sending me checks. We're not going to go over that. And we're going to go over what spare parts you want to keep in your vending arsenal. Okay, what kind of spare parts are you going to need? Buckle up, stay tuned. If you have questions, drop them in the live chat. Get to them as I can. If you're watching the replay, drop your comment, and I'll try to get to it on another video. So first up, question came up, how far should your vending account be? The question was from Silver Serpent. What do you think your travel distance between vending locations should be without losing money? I'm looking to buy my first vending location that has 2 machines, but it's 45 minutes to an hour from my house. So a rule of thumb that I go by, again, this is something, I live in the Tampa Bay area, a little bit more built up, but the 30-30 rule. What do you mean 30-30? From wherever your base of operation is, whether that's a storage unit, whether that's a depot, whether that's your living room, it doesn't matter. 30 minutes or 30 miles is what I recommend. And there's some reasons for that. When you're driving an hour from your house to go to those machines, that's a 2-hour minimum trip, plus filling the machines. Okay, unless there's a cluster of machines around that area, that's going to take up a lot of time, a lot of your time. But here's the real reason. Let's say somebody has a bad day, and they take one of their bills, one of their dollar bills, and they take it and they jam up your vending machine. And you get a call Monday through Friday, Saturday maybe, that you have to come 2 hours in the car to remove $1 bill. Is that worth your time? Is that something you want to be messing with? You have to ask yourself. That's a personal question. If it were me, I would say no. After doing this for 7 years, I've expanded out of that 30-30 rule and had to pay for it each and every time. I'll tell you that. So that's the first thing. 30 minutes or 30 miles. Does everyone have that amount of opportunity within 30 minutes? Maybe not. So if you have to expand outside of the 30-30 rule, my recommendation would be you want to start grouping your accounts together. If you have 2 machines, is there other opportunities around in that area that you can make it worth driving that far? 2 hours minimum to service. Hello, welcome to the broadcast. Not that version of Conlux. I was talking about the older version. Yeah, it's the same. This is a newer Conlux, but as long as it's a 5 tube, this is just a newer model. Still similar, still the same setup. We're going to talk about that. Actually, we're going to talk about that right now. Coin mech settings, okay? Let's talk about coin mechanisms. Okay, this Conlux coin mech right here is a 5 tube. You see it has a dollar coin slot, nickel, 25-cent, dime, 25 cents. Okay, well the question was, let's say you wanted to change this dollar tube to 25 cents. You wanted to add an extra quarter or an extra nickel. As far as I know, you have to get a new cassette and you have to have it reprogrammed. That may be something that you're able to do on your own, but what I would do is send it in. Send it into a place that deals with these so that you have the appropriate cassette, and that it's programmed properly. So if you wanted, for example, depending on your prices, it may give back nickels. So you may drain your nickels and you may want 2 nickels. You're going to have to get the slot. You're going to have to get the cassette, a new cassette, because it's not going to hold those coins, the size of the coins. And you're going to have to get it programmed right here so that it will take those the right coins. Beyond my pay grade. But there's good things. There's vending places all over the country that can do that for you. So find one that can reprogram that and get you another cassette. Hope that helps. Welcome back. If you're tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Adam Hill Vending, Tampa Bay, Florida. Let's see. The last one. Spare parts to keep on hand. It's a good question. What parts do you need to keep on hand for your vending machines? Depending on the number of vending machines, 1, 10, 100. May depend on the amount of parts. The amount of brands you have may depend on how many different parts you need to keep. But the main things you would like to have on hand, coin mechs, like we just saw, bill validators, coins, bills, possibly some thermostats for your machines. Now, depending if you have all the same machine, which is why I recommend sticking with one brand of machine, you may only need a couple thermostats. Depending on if you have a warehouse that can help fix machines and get parts relatively fast, that may depend on whether you want to stock the parts. Because when you're stocking the parts, that's cash on the shelf just sitting there. Okay? Refrigeration decks, we have a number of refrigeration decks just from other machines that we've pulled or moved. So we have extra refrigeration decks. So if a compressor goes out, we can take that refrigeration unit out and put in another refrigeration unit without skipping a beat. What's up, everybody? It's Adam Hill Vending. Hope that helps. We're coming to you. Let's see. Do you know how to program it? No. There's a manual with this. You can Google the serial number and try to figure it out, but you're still going to have to have the new cassette. So I would send that in. Motors come in handy to have extra. True. All those snack machine motors. See, the nice thing about where I'm at is right over here is a vending warehouse that has a lot of parts, a lot of machines and a lot of parts. So that reduces the amount of things that I need to keep in stock. But also there's websites where you can order and have it there in a couple days. So you really want the main thing that's going to go out. So yeah, you could keep some motors for your snack machines, for your drink machine motors. But the 3 main things, bill, coin, and maybe your refrigeration deck. Because if one motor goes out, the whole machine's not down. But if your bill validator goes out, you can't take any bills. So that's why I would recommend that. Let's get into some other questions here. Let's see if we can pull that up here. Share the screen a little bit. Let's see. Where are you located? Tampa Bay, Florida. Hey, Adam, love the videos. I own a vending machine route and micro market route in Georgia. I totally agree with you about Vendo. I love them and never get service calls from them. I use Vendo Live Display. That's right. Vendo Live Display just means that you can see the product in the window, in the display window, and it doesn't have the flavor tabs along the side. Okay? If you're going to put out Vendo 721s 45 minutes away, that's another reason to put out quality machines so you don't have issues with them. No one else on YouTube will tell you this. You're going to watch videos from people telling you that you're going to make a lot of money with a $300 machine. Let me tell you what. You might. But you might also lose your money, and you might also have some issues with the fact that you're 45 minutes away and you have parts that are breaking down. Is that worth your time? Is that worth your time? It's something that you have to realize with your time. The point of vending to me is to do the most amount of money with the least amount of machines in the least amount of time. Efficiency. I don't want 400 machines. If I can have 100 machines do the same amount. I know people in my area, smash the like button if you're just joining. People in my area who brag about having hundreds of machines yet do less revenue than Hill Vending. It's not about the amount of machines. It's quality over quantity. That's the Hill Vending way. That is the Hill Vending way. The strategy, the system, the accounts that you get are strategic. Okay? Anyone can get an account and put it under an abandoned bridge for $300 and make a YouTube video on it and say that that's the way it's supposed to be. I got news for you. That's not how it works in the real world. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we have going on here. Okay, only real vendors know about CoinCo validators for sure belong in the trash. Referring to a video where I threw one of them in the trash. Yeah, CoinCo. Some of the validator. It was a Mag 50. If it's a MD30, I forget what the name of it is. A lot of those are just trash. Don't bother refurbishing them. Upgrade them to a VN. That's a model number VN. Or throw them in the trash. Don't waste your money repairing them. Chris, what about buying used vending machines and how to look for good buys versus damaged machines? Go over that in another video. Just posted on how to buy used machines, but need to look at the condition of the machine. Does it work? Does it get cold? Look at your high value parts. Coin mech, bill validator, refrigeration deck. If you have to change a motor, it's not the end of the world. Plug it in, test vend each motor, see does it work? How is it cosmetically? Okay, so buying used vending machines and good buys. The problem with buying damaged machines, I'll tell you this, if you buy machines that are damaged, you might get a good deal, but the seal may be broke. If it's fallen and there's crushed in, you're going to have an air gap. It's going to suck in air. It's going to freeze up your refrigeration deck. And then you're going to have a whole nother ball of wax issues when you deal with damaged machines. Unless you're an expert, I would not deal with damaged machines. Remember, Hill Vending does not tinker. We are not a tinkerer. We do not tinker with machines. We are in the business to make money, and that is it. I can't laugh. Okay, let's see. Travel distance, we got into that. What are your thoughts on Wittern, USI, and FSI brand? Those are all I have so far, and they're doing well. So those brands, USI, Wittern, FSI, as far as I know, not an expert, but this is what I know. All those are like the same brand. They're manufactured at the same place, and they just put different labels on them or different brands on them to sell them through different distributors. Could be wrong. That's what I heard. But Wittern is a good brand. I would take AMS right now. AMS over USI, Wittern, or FSI. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that right now. Smash the like button if you're getting some value from Hill Vending. Let's see. Family fun. Thank you for the video. Let's see. Question. I see a Dixie Narco advertised. Good deal, but 2 rows doesn't work. 2,000, yes or no? So that's like saying, this is meant to educate, not to make fun. When you say I see a Dixie advertised, that's like saying I see a Ford for sale. Is it a good deal? You see what I mean? I see a Honda for sale. Is this a good deal? There's a Honda for sale. It has 2 bad tires. Should I buy it? What's the make? How many miles are on it? What color is it? You know, the things that you would look for in a car. The same thing with a vending machine. What make is it? What model is it? Does it have is it getting cold? Refrigeration? What kind of bill and coin mech are in it? Have you tested it? Do you have other of those models that are compatible so that you can use the same parts on other machines? A lot of different questions right there. So it could be a good deal. I normally stay away. Is it a glass front? Is it a 501e? Is it credit card capable? Or is it single price? A lot of questions to go through there. But once you find out the information, then you can go, just like you can go on Kelley Blue Book and find the value of cars, you can go online and Google that model on machine and see what they're going for. And call the closest dealer around and see, how much is this one going for? Let's pull the questions back up here. Hope that helps. Okay, here we go. What about Iveend? I bought 2 machines, Iveend brand, from an auction. Okay. Iveend. Iveend is not a brand of machine, but it's a technology that a machine has. Okay. Iveend is an upgrade from the older machines. We're talking about snack machines, although drink machines have drop sensors. I guess you could call it an Iveend. Iveend is a technology that guarantees the delivery of the product. In the old vending machines, when you put in money and if you bought an empty spiral and you picked an empty spiral, it would spin and still take your money. Then they came up with Iveend, which is 2 sensors in the delivery bin that unless that snack falls and breaks that invisible barrier sensor, it will spin again. That's what Iveend is. Guaranteed delivery. It will spin twice if nothing breaks that sensor, right? That's scanning across there. If nothing breaks that, it'll spin twice and it'll tell you to make another selection or it'll give your money back. Iveend is good to have on your snack machines. And that tells me that's a newer model machine. So that is what Iveend is. Very poor demo, no clarity in operations. How to set up a drink machine live. Thank you for that. AMS, those compressors are a pain to work on. Yes, I had to pull the cover off right here on this AMS machine. There was the drain tube. The machine was freezing up. And the reason the freeze up was happening was the drain tube, the condensation drains out of, it had a screw that was plugging up the hole or the drain tube, causing the water to stay in the pan and freeze up the machine. So the machine would freeze up, and then guess what would happen? The Monsters and energy drinks would explode inside the machine. So that was not fun. Okay. So we had to, you have to pull the cover off completely, which is one of the downsides of AMS on their machines that have compressors in them, is you have to take the front shelf out. You have to remove this. It's a big ordeal, whereas a drink machine, normally you just remove the deck, remove the pan, remove the deck, slide it in. Easy to go. Easy to do it. Let me know if you have any more questions. Drop them in the comments. If you're watching the replay, let me know. Let's get back to the questions here on this Friday, office hours. Collection videos are entertainment, and I know it's what will grow the channel. However, I'm here for learning and business tips. Every once in a while it's okay, but I say leave the fluff to the others. Let's build some vending business. They're a bit more entertaining though. People look into the vending. All right, thank you for that. I'm going to start the way I view it, the collection videos. We're going to do more collection videos because in order to help more people, the people who have the voice in vending in YouTube, and the only way that Hill Vending is to accomplish its goal of being the #1 YouTube channel for vending in the world is by reaching a larger audience. So that's what we're going to focus on here, is getting content out so that we are the #1 vending channel. And we're going to have to put out some of the collection, which that's part of the business. That's part of the business. And Hill Vending knows all the other parts of the business. I can sit here and tell you from A to Z how to be successful. But in order to get people to watch, have to show them a little cash every once in a while. That's what they want to see. So I'm in the business what the customer wants. True Clean Carpet. Look at that, 6.9 thousand subscribers. This is awesome. Keep it up. Thank you, True Clean. Go ahead and subscribe to their channel. It's a great company, great owner. Actually know him personally. Help them get to 10,000. All right, the collection video now. 1,362 in sales. What were your expenses? Well, you have your product expense, you have your payroll, and you have your miscellaneous. So if you apply the 50-30-20 rule, which Hill Vending applies, 50-30-20 rule, you'll know. I'm going to let you do some homework on that 50-30-20 rule to know how much that made. Gateway vending. Love these collection content. Nice switch from the usual content. Thank you. And Eternal Vigilance. Great video, Adam. And I think we are up to date on that. So awesome. Awesome. Hope I answered some of your questions. If you're have anything else not sure about, the number one pain point people have with vending, the number one pain point you probably have if you're watching the vending is how do you get a location? How do you get a location? I struggled with it. I bought locations from people, overpaid, lost money because I didn't know. You look into Locators and they're mainly a bunch of, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. If Locators were worth their salt, guess what? The big company would just hire a locating company and they would just place they would put everybody else out of business. Think about it. If locators were so good, the big companies with all the money would hire them and they would get all the vending accounts. Okay? Just like if Healthy Vending, if you want to join the Healthy Vending franchise, what is it called? Healthy for You. Let me see what it is. With the little combo machines. Healthy You Vending. What is it? You know what I'm going to say. This. Have you seen this? Let's see. Your automated marketplace. With this little machine right here, guys. That machine right there. And you have to have a minimum of $50,000 to invest, last I heard. 50. You're better off paying for quality machines and getting quality accounts. Okay? You're not going to make money with these machines. Healthy You Vending. Okay, that's a scam, in my opinion. But the number one reason you're trying to figure out, how to get your first vending account. And if the location locators, like I just mentioned, knew everything, the big companies would hire them and they would get them. But like I've mentioned before, 90% of the profitable locations are already taken. Tommy Cash in the house. Thank you for joining, Tommy Cash. I'm at a location right now. They are requiring a medical mask, and I don't have one. Looks like they're going to starve. Unfortunately, yeah, they're going to have to starve, I guess. He's at a location right now that's already taken. So how do you get a location from him? You have to have a system. You have to have a process. Hill Vending has a system, has a process, okay? The good thing about that, 90% of those are taken, is that 50% of them, I would say at minimum, are receiving bad service. Bad service. What does that mean? They're not getting enough attention. Either the machines, they're failing in one of the four ways, in one of the four keys of vending: location, machines, service, pricing. Either they're failing in all of them or a collection of them. And that's where you strike. Your goal is to find accounts that are struggling, solve their problem, and install your machines. Okay? So you have to put in the time. You have to have a strategy. The number one thing I see people on these forums is, I can't find a location. I'm thinking about giving up. I'm thinking about giving up. Because you thought it was going to be easy. You thought you were the only. They thought that they were the only one out here They were the only one out here trying to have a vending business. Let me tell you something right now. This is not Snyder Lance. This is not Pepperidge Farm. This is not a bread route. This is not an employee. No one out here, and I'm telling you right now straight. I'm telling to you straight. I don't have any ulterior motive. No one out here cares whether I get another account or not, except the people at Hill Vending. Think about that. No one is worried if you want to have a vending machine. Great. That business is busy. They have other things going on, guys. They have other things going on. They're not worried about you trying to be escape the 9 to 5 and be a free person and create some side income. They are not worried about it. And that's the harsh reality of it. So you need a strategy of how to do that. You need a strategy. You need to solve, there's problems, right? There's going to be barriers. You need to know how to overcome each of those barriers. And once you can do that, then you can replicate the system. Let's see, Tommy Cash. I guess an N95 mask ain't good enough. Now they're being specific. That's interesting. I thought the N95 was the best you could get. Probably you're going to have to go get a respirator on. You probably have to put a full respirator on. Or what they've done at some of our accounts a while back is actually made us give them the snacks and fill the machine. And we had to stand outside and tell them what to do from outside the glass window. Absolute insanity. It makes no sense, but that's the world we're living in. Luckily, we're in a little bit of a freer community in Florida. A little bit of freedom down here, which I hope you guys enjoy freedom. Any tips or previous videos for someone trying to start a vending business? Any tips or previous videos? Yeah, I have an ebook, hillvending.com/ebook. It's $10. You can get, it goes over all the basics. Okay, or you can just consume. The problem with consuming a lot of content, consuming a lot of my content is just kind of all over the place. If you want a structured, coherent ABC, let me just show you, ABC blueprint on how to start, hillvending.teachable.com. But if you're not ready to get into the vending business, I would not recommend buying it, because you're going to buy it and you're not going to use it. So if you're serious and you want to learn, if you want to be like Tommy Cash, you want to be like Hill Vending, this is what I have right here. 80 plus tutorials, and you can click this link and it shows you every single thing. Business setup, how to get locations, what you need to know about snack and drink machines, service, how do you price your machines, what product do you put in the machines, all that. Financial, how do you count, process, and track your sales? Okay. Repairs, tools needed, common machine repairs, moving machines, everything. Plus, for a limited time, until I turn this off, you're going to get one-on-one access to me, not just YouTube questions. You can contact me directly. Testimonials, you can watch that. But this is what I want you to see, everything. You can see every single video that's covered here. Buying locations, acquiring locations, overview of the business. And the best part of it, look at that right there. The best part of it, 30-day money back guarantee. So actually the only one that will lose, guys, is me. The only one that will lose is me. You could take everything and in 30 days you do a refund, then I would get scammed. You would scam me. But I believe the people that resonate with Hill Vending are not scammers. Hope that helps. So check that out. Let's see, back to the comments. I thought the N95 mask, me too. I'm not sure. That's what I thought. It's a black mask which says N95. Oh yeah, I've seen the black ones. Let's see, bought way too much product for our first location. Lesson learned, they don't want donuts, but want chocolate candy bars. That's another problem when you start out a little bit smaller, is you have less machines. So when we have 100 machines total, let's say a general blend of 50 snack, 50 drink, if a product doesn't sell at one machine, we can, before it expires, pull it out and put it into another location to sell through. When you're smaller, and you buy that product and it doesn't sell, you have to take it home and little Johnny has to eat it. You know, you're not going to eat dinner that night. You're going to eat the bag of chips that did not sell, expired bag of chips. So unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. But as you get a little bit bigger and you have more ability to put in product and you get the feel for it, that's just a learning curve. Everyone experiences that. That's something that, you'll know not to fill all the way to the back. You'll know not to put in this product. You'll kind of monitor it that way. which is why I like it for people to go into the location and check them out, not just rely on the computer to tell them what's selling. Actually get in there, talk to the customers, see what's working. Silver Serpent in the house. What's your thoughts and experience on vending machines in senior living facilities? Absolutely love it. Love them. 3 reasons why. 3 reasons why. You're going to get golden nuggets dropped on you right now for watching this far in. 3 reasons about assisted living or nursing homes. 1, 24 hours a day. Full-time residents there, right? You have a triple threat. I'm going to just tell you why this triple threat is so powerful. And you don't need a huge one to change the game. Triple threat. They're 24 hours a day, right? That's the first thing. The residents stay there. So you have the residents, you have the staff, and then you also have visitors. Okay? So you have constant access depending on where those machines are located. Now, if they're located in the break room where residents or staff cannot get to them, then that might be a problem. That might be a problem. But if they're out on the general public floor, we have some where there's some in the break room, and then there's some actually in the resident lounge. And think about that. If the residents are there, they're going to knock that machine out of the park. Highly recommend them. Highly recommend them. Let's see. Are you still finding cupcakes? No. Let me see. Are you still finding cupcakes? Cupcakes, no. We had a last little bit of cupcakes. So we would buy some and they would be close to expiration. So they were burning their stock. So actually, Tommy, you'll like this. The cost was, I think, 57 cents. So we replaced them with sugar donuts and chocolate donuts for 44 cents. So we're making more money selling donuts and not selling the freshly cupcakes. Works out great. And people are loving the pack of sugar donuts. Okay. So they're loving it. Yeah, threw away tons of product. That's part of the learning curve. Weather in Tampa is beautiful. Fall is here. The Super Bowl. We're going to get to another Super Bowl. Tampa Bay. There's nothing better than weather in Tampa Bay. Train driver Carl. Did you say you had a water machine at a Walmart? Did you get the okay from the manager or the head office? I have a vending machine. It's actually a Vendo 721 that is it's all set for water, so it's not like a water dispensing machine. And that was a couple years ago. We got that because we talked to the manager there. Yeah, just the manager. We did not get approval from the head office. I don't actually know. Don't tell anybody. I don't know if we're actually supposed to be in there. But the bosses that were there at the time, the store manager at the time, said go for it. I think they actually are supposed to be under contract with Coke and Pepsi, and we're not actually supposed to be in there. But please don't tell on us. Please. Let's see. Lower income senior living facilities are great. Higher income places, not so much. You're right. Yep. Can depend on the number of residents and the income that they want to spend. Okay, Cleveland Browns in the house. Banned. Thanks for joining. You have been banned. Tom Brady is headed back to New England this weekend, where he's going to destroy the evil empire and Bill Belichick. So that's going to happen. So anyway, we're going to land this plane here. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, if you need additional help, I touched on it. A lot of you have machines or thinking about getting machines. If you're in that 1 to 10 range or just trying to get started, that's what I recommend. Getting in the program. Hop on in the program. Let's take your business and let's make some money. You want to get out of that 9 to 5. You want to have some residual income, side income. I get it. It's not all about the money. It's about freedom. It's about the fact that if I don't want to come in on Monday, I'm not going to come in on Monday. If I don't want to come in all next week, I'm not coming in all next week. Can you do the same? Can you tell your boss? That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to say, you know what? I don't want to. Like my 2-year-old says, I don't want to. I wanted to be a 2-year-old. I wanted to be a 2-year-old and say, no, I don't want to. Or if I want to work Saturday and Sunday and not work some more hours, I can do that as well. So I wish that for you, if that's what you want. My only request is that you grab a little bit of knowledge, whether it's here, at Hill Vending, or someone else. Just please don't follow the guy that tells you to put a $300 machine in Cleveland under the bridge. Don't follow that guy. If you want to come on live in a future Hill Vending, want to do a live broadcast, open to that too. If you think vendos are bad or good, if you want to come on, open. Anyone can come on and ask any questions live on the channel. Come one, come all. We're putting together the #1 vending YouTube channel in the world. So, Brady and Belichick's last matchup. Yeah, it's over. And he's going to pass the number of wins or something too. $2,000 per seat. I will be there this weekend if someone buys me a seat. Actually, no, I probably couldn't get in because, you didn't get the stuff. Anyway, Green Bay Packers. Go Packers. Aaron Rodgers, you're done. Aaron Rodgers is done. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Again, the links will be down below if you need any help. If you watch the replay, add your question, and I'll get to it next week on the live stream. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I know I will. And remember, until next time, keep your drinks cold and your snacks fresh. Have a great day.